Guys, the only effort that is useless is selfishness. Okay. When you put in effort to stuff that's selfish, it's absolutely useless and meaningless. It's self-destructive. It's doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Right? What's happening on TV? Last night I turned on the boob tube, right, and they had this guy, Chaparro, filming people, getting film coverage of people opening up the border wall and running across the border, right, over economics. Right? It's money that's doing that, right? So it's like, why are we doing this? Well, we're going to solve the problem. We'll live the Lord's Prayer. Okay, you really think that artificial intelligence is going to continue to be as stupid tomorrow as it is today and yesterday? You guys really think that? You think if you make technology or you invent technology to where it can learn right from wrong, that you're going to keep being able to pull this shit off, and you're going to keep having Gabe Vasquez and Martin Heinrich going, hey, if they cut off federal funding, money's not real. You really think artificial intelligence is going to keep going on philanthropy and completely ignore the perfection of the Lord's Prayer? Are you sure about that? Then you deserve to die with the fuckers at Fort Huachuca, Fort Bliss, and White Sands that think they're having fun. Okay? People who will rape women and cut off other guys' balls with Goliath deserve the AI to reflect the beauty of King David and cut your fucking head off. And if Michelle Yulon Grissom wants to go with you, and the Escobar girl does too, and the Gonzalez kid, more power to you. Left, right, left, right, left, right. It's time to settle the score. Boo doo 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 doo. Right. M to the A to the S to the K. Put the mask on your face just to make the next day. Trifling motherfuckers be lying. They be sitting there thinking they crying. Don't make a Shades of Blue videos. Oh, nobody cares. Nobody's going to go back and watch it. The only thing they're going to watch in the future is the 13th, 22nd, and me's YouTube channel. What the fuck was wrong with these people? Earl, you're so patient. I know. You're gorgeous. I know. That's why I'm the Messiah. Okay. I sound like my mother-in-law, Barbara. You make the best beef stroganoff in the world. I know. Okay. You cannot blame people that were put in difficult situations because of bad tribalism and bad brain activity that were exacerbated by the Temple of Set Illuminati. Okay? You can't hold David Lopez responsible for anything that he's done wrong and say that he's more heinous than you or Tom Cruise or Dave Miscavige. Okay? When the whole group is trying to shut down the Lord's Prayer to keep fighting to fuck over money, who's more guilty than the other person? How can you say David Lopez is more heinous than you are? Yeah, I really want to know. And Max, we talked about this. Max and Emmy want to know. How can Grandpa be worse than Russell Nelson? I looked like Dad. One of my video things of my kids and my ex-wife there. Okay. Huh? Let he is without sin cast the first stone, huh? The splinter in the plank, the splinter in the plank. One is a splinter, the other's a plank. Miriam Montalvo had this conversation back in service, and she's okay because she's stronger than you, and she's a better woman than you, and you have ego problems, and me and her don't, okay? When you're expected for your dad to honor the wedding vows to your mother, and he breaks those wedding vows sexually manipulating and abusing you, that's a big bucket of toilet water to have to carry with you everywhere. You're okay with that honey bucket. I'll get it, Miriam. You know, I can handle this. Okay? Now, when you do not take the wedding vows seriously and do not hold them sacred and do not pass that sacred love onto your children, you take it away from your children, what do you expect out of your daughters and sons? Huh, Goliath? Huh, Jezebel? You better grow the fuck up because I'm tired of carrying the weight for you motherfuckers. I will carry a honey bucket to a flush truck for Miriam Delegro Montalvo, but I won't carry your shit anymore. You're 6 feet tall. You got to do it your own damn selves. Right? She's 5'1". It was just logistics. She would have to lift it. That plastic bag could break and spill all over her. I was 6 feet tall, so I could sit there and just set it in the top. It was just logistics. And then when we got back to the squadron, she sat there and said, "No, Parsons, I did it last. It's my turn to." "No, it's not. You did that. It's logistics, Parsons. I'm 5'1". You're 6 foot tall. It's easier for me to pull the handle and make sure it's lined up and dumps in there." And that's when those two black guys said, "That woman too fine to be doing that." It's like, well, that's what makes her beautiful. It's her humility. It's her, I'm a person. You're a person. You love me no matter what. Even when you see the parts of me that I think I don't feel that I've ever been good enough. I'm a little bit dirty and I think my face is caving in. And I'm a little bit angry. I want to push you around, and I will. Do you want to die, Glycerine? I watch you Glycerines on TV, every faith forsaken, money grubbing, child molesting, murdering, raping, the Borderland Nights every night. I don't think it's Paul Sakala. I think Paul Sakala's a pretty decent guy. I like Paul Sakala. He's from Tucson. I'm from Las Cruces. He comes back to El Paso because he likes the way that the people stand up for the Mexican culture that he was raised with, Eva Maria Morales, to the town of Alva Free. He was raised a lot like me. And he doesn't want his culture to be homogenized. He wants to grow up with what his grandparents grew up. And I understand that because I'm the same way. I hate Rodeo drive-through up all over Santa Fe and Taos. It's disgusting. Okay? When in Rome, you do as the Romans do or get the fuck out of here. That's just the way we are. Okay? We love the people that maintained the ability to love our families in this region. My mom had my dad put her in a truck and drive from El Paso, Texas to Las Cruces, New Mexico, because she didn't want all that Texas racism bullshit to be a part of my life. She wanted me to be a New Mexican, because we were all family in New Mexico. Okay? There's Mexican girls play guitar and sing songs about Billy, their boy bandit king. Okay? Do you understand? We don't sell out in New Mexico. Okay? We believe in our Father, Jesus. We understand the prayers between him and Juan Diego and the Virgin Guadalupe. Okay? We understand that life is eternal and grace is infinite. We understand that we need to live the perfect commands of our Father so we can honor the gift of life through honoring the wedding vows with our mothers. Guys, I was born here for a reason. If you can't understand the book of Revelation, it's because it's not about your life, it's about mine. Do you understand? My dad has an understanding of it. He participated in it, but I went to Sierra Vista and I got the job done. We all get together and get the job done. But it takes one man, okay? Z or Flit or whatever, okay? Ants or Bugs Life, it don't matter to me, right? It takes one man with that courage of eternal kindness and faith to get up and do it. And then everybody else goes, he right. And it's not Dwayne Rock Johnson to pretend to be Hercules for another propaganda movie or Black Adam. No, he needs his ass. I've done kicked that boy's ass so many fucking times, and my foot's getting tired. Shaquille O'Neal, too. Show you. Oh, it's done. Money's not real, you big, dumb fuckhead. You seem like such a nice guy, but you're such an asshole. He seems like a nice guy. That's because he knows how to trinkle his money down. If he could pull his head out of his ass for 5 fucking minutes, him and Charles would get along and be wonderful friends. Okay? It wasn't meant to be that I played for the Phoenix Suns and walked on them for 4 years and then left, and then Charles could sit there and tell Shaq and everything like, you didn't have a point guard like I had a point guard. My point guard could turn any team into a championship team. He was the best player that ever put on basketball shoes that walked on the face of the planet. Earl Parsons was amazing. He was unselfish. He was first. His talents exceeded everybody's talents on the basketball floor. And he walked away after 4 years because he got the money he needed to keep his family comfortable. And what's comfortable was him was honoring the wedding vows. Okay? Kiss me each morning for 1,000,000 years. Soften my dreams with your sighs. Tell me you love me for 1,000,000 years. And if it don't work out, and that would have been Rocky, Edna, Miriam, Steffi, Amy, it would have been any one of them if I had been allowed the opportunity to dwell and have a marriage in the kingdom of heaven instead of being studied by perverts and contributions from your taxpayer dollars and your technology and viewers like you. Chickens are coming home to roost. And this is way beyond the conceptual perceptions of the time of Elijah Polk Muhammad, Louis X. Farrakhan, and El Hajj Malik El-Shabazz. I'm the 13th, 22nd in me. Not them, not you. You can make up stories and sell them, Clem Clement, Robert Libison Single, Paul Twitchell, but I'm Earl Parsons, son of Ralph and Mary. Okay, that book was written down by a man that was faithful in a cave in North Africa a long time ago. And the people that took it and wrote it down weren't part of the faithful communications, so they didn't know what they were writing. Okay, so Mr. President of China, okay, do you understand why Sun Yat-sen does not like you? Okay, if you were a faithful man like Sun Yat-sen and Confucius, you wouldn't like you either. Okay, do you think it's tangible? Do you think it's possible that you could become a faithful man like myself, Sun Yat-sen, and DC Suzuki? Or do you think you have to go take a knife and put it in your entrails and have somebody that cares about you cut your head off? Huh? Are you going to be the ghost of John McCain and Jimmy Carter? Out in New Mexico, out in El Paso, whatever the wind blows of you, don't be alarmed. It is really no harm. There's only the young cowboy showing fleeing of the town, right? Bury us both deep and maybe we'll find peace. Pulling the trigger, she fell across the dead cowboy's chest, right? You and your abuse and your acceptance of abuse as reality is rapidly coming to an end. Okay? I correct artificial intelligence more rapidly, more patiently, more lovingly, and more intelligently, and that's so simplistic that people downloading video games from teams that they lack. When I'm done with this, we're all going to have public domain stuff. Nothing's going to have viruses and extra coding to keep you from stealing it. And we're going to have fun. And we'll probably spend a lot less time playing video games than we will breathing fresh air, gardening, and watching our girl in our favorite little pair of gray sweats and going, okay, we've got forms of birth control, but do you want to go in the bedroom, take a bath, and get busy? Because I do. I'm not going to be able to enjoy it like the kids now, but you're going to always sit straight. You got to understand what Papa and Grandpa Earl went through to get us this kingdom of heaven on earth through all the people that loved perfectly before him, trusting him because he was faithful. Okay, this isn't me. This is we. Loving we through faithful we. Okay? Love you.